Anyway, let's get back to it. So yeah, United Healthcare CEO is shot. A real doop, doop, doop situation. Okay. The guy just fucking walks away. Now, that is obviously an interesting story in and of itself, but I think one of the more interesting aspects of this story, one of the most interesting aspects of the story isn't even necessarily like the casings that he left on scene that said the words deny, defend, and depose, according to ABC News, which, by the way, is very similar to the title of the book, Delay, Deny, Defend, Why Insurance Companies Don't Pay Claims and What You Can Do About It, by J.M. Feynman. Shooter of United Healthcare Chief Executive Brian Thompson wrote, Deny, Defend, Depose on the shell casings. The words echo the name of a book about how insurers won't pay claims. It's an earthquake for corporate America. So, do you think he's mad they're reporting the casing words in the wrong order? Probably not worried about that for the time being, but let's continue.
Confirmed male shot in the confines of Midtown North.
Police say it was around 6:45 a.m. Wednesday when the suspect, pictured at a Starbucks before the shooting, gunned down Thompson as he was walking alone into the Hilton for an investors conference. And in new video overnight, the shooter seen here about 20 minutes before the shooting.
They're looking for a male about 5 feet 10 inches in height, cream color.
Yo, by the way, like, you know, don't get mad at me. I don't want to be like inappropriate here, but he looks kind of fucking hot, dude. I cannot be the only person who immediately went, wow, clearly this guy has interesting style and also is kind of attractive. Which is part of the reason why I thought if they catch him and he gets his message out and he's fucking hot, it's going to be a far more consequential problem. They should let him go. Honestly, I'm not even joking when I say this. They should let him go, because if they catch him and they arrest him and then he gets to talk and says, this is why I did it, it's going to be a Shinzo Abe situation. Fuck it. It already has become a Shinzo Abe situation. And that's actually the truly interesting part about this story. Now, America, we have gun violence all day, every day. And usually the gun violence that occurs is some random guy who fucking loses their minds for one reason or another, ends up killing some of the most marginalized people in society. It's either a white supremacist teenager who wants to kill like black and brown people. You go to El Paso, to fucking Walmart in El Paso, shoots like as many brown people as possible, goes to a fucking black neighborhood deliberately in Buffalo, shoots as many black people as possible. It's either stuff like that, or again, someone who's like very clearly mentally ill that goes and like kills classmates, right? That's the norm. It's not the norm. And I said this when Donald Trump was shot. It's not the norm when you got a shooter who's like, you know, I'm actually going to do something consequential. I'm actually going to effectively identify where the vectors of my demise are, and I'm going to target them. That's not normal. And that's precisely the reason why when it's business as usual mass shootings, everybody goes, ugh, thoughts, prayers, whatever, right? But when this happens, they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You can't do that. That's an important guy. That's a rich guy. That's an important guy. That's a guy who has power. You can't do that. That's not allowed. Go kill school children. The fuck do you mean? The fuck do you mean you killed a goddamn United Healthcare CEO? Excuse me. Those are your lords and your masters. You don't. What do you mean? No, you're supposed to take your anger out on random Americans, dumbass. The fuck? And it's really interesting. It's really interesting when a peasant rises up against the Lord, you know? Because what I realized is when I see situations like that, maybe it's because I cover so much death and so much destruction that like it doesn't really faze me that much. I mean, I'm always like, that's interesting. It's usually the approach that I have. Now, I didn't realize I wasn't alone. I thought I was alone. I thought there was something wrong with my brain, you know? People took it way further than me. You go on TikTok. I went on TikTok. I saw the news coverage. And I would look at the comments. And literally everyone in the comments was like, oh my God, can you kill more CEOs, please? I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean? Hello? On fucking Facebook, on your grandpappy's Kalans meet, motherfuckers are out there celebrating. Okay? What is going on? On Facebook, the United Healthcare Facebook account, which is such a funny thing. Like, why the fuck do you have a Facebook account, United Healthcare? Anyway, they did that. They posted about the death of their CEO. And the post got 21,000 smiley face responses, like laughing, crying. Can you imagine motherfuckers named Deborah and Barbara clicking on the post with like the 18 font and their tongue sticking out like and picking the fucking crying my face off laughing emoji to respond to it 21,000 times? 20, now is at 44? 50,000? The Debras and the Barbaras are the ones who are not supposed to be saying that. Look, this is crazy. Look, United Health Group. We are deeply saddened and shocked at the passing of our dear friend and colleague, Brian Thompson, the CEO of United Healthcare. Brian was a highly respected colleague and friend to all who work with him. We are working closely with the New York Police Department and ask for your patience and understanding during this difficult time. Our hearts go out to Brian's family and all who were close to him. 41,000 ha-has. Only 2.2 thousand kind of sad crying faces. 42,000 ha-has? 40? No, people are now saying it's 51K now. And it's like yet another instance where I think mainstream media and like all of the reputable outlets, reputable institutions, and everyone that's like covering this is diametrically opposed to the way that the overwhelming majority of the population is approaching the subject matter. Like the media is like thoughts and prayers. This person had a family, which is really interesting to say, and I'll get to that in a moment. Fuck it, I'll say it now. This person had a family. Yeah, you know who else has a family? The fucking cancer patient who got their coverage denied. You know what I mean? Like, this person had a family. That's crazy. I know. Okay. So does Bashar al-Assad. So does Vladimir Putin. Okay. Anyway, this person had a family. So did Ted Bundy, you know? But most people were like this. Most people had this take. I'm sorry, prior authorization is required for thoughts and prayers. 15,000 likes. Sending prior authorization, denied claims, collections, and prayers to his family. 16,000 likes. Was his trip to the ER really emergent? According to his own company, my husband's heart attack wasn't an emergency, and we were out $3K, full deductible. 5,000 likes. It's crazy what my first thought was. And then I look at the comments and realize I'm not alone in my thoughts. 1,000 likes. I just can't find the care. Maybe if they ask for pre-approval of my care, then after they care, their required deductible, I might be able to supplement some care. I can't even pretend to care. I hope he's looking up at us. So, it's like, if you're a CEO in one of these sectors, I'm not going to lie, dog. Like, quit or, bankrupt the company and then start advocating for full-blown healthcare, full communist healthcare, okay? Because goddamn, it's not me. You look, you're a titan of enterprise, okay? And so am I. I'm a rich guy myself. I would never say anything like that, but it seems like other people are saying it. Not me. Can't catch me slipping. I'm not saying it, but other people certainly are saying it. That's what I saw. I saw this and I thought to myself, damn, people are really upset about their health care. Then I thought to myself, if only there was a guy who wanted Medicare for all, if he was president, that motherfucker would probably be alive right now. I mean, it's true. Literally. Maybe he wouldn't have made like $900 gorillion last year, but, he'd still be alive. You know what I'm saying? What's the JFK quote? Those who make peace impossible make violent retribution inevitable. Something along those lines, I think about that a lot. Or was it MLK? Ow, my head? No, that's not. Leftists are evil for wishing for people's deaths. Wishing for people's deaths. Dog, if you think, and I'm being so for real right now, okay? I'm being so for real with you. You can fucking fantasize about this all day, every day. Like, oh, it's the leftists that are doing it. If you think 51,000 socialists are posting ha-has on fucking Facebook, you might have gotten shot in the head too. There might be a bullet lodged in your fucking brain. Okay, maybe you could be like, oh, TikTok, like they're all fucking little commies or whatever. No, dog, it's your neighbor and probably your aunt. Okay, the people who are excited about this is not just like some random card carrying commie that you fantasized about. It's your fucking aunt. Okay, in between finger blasting herself to old reruns of Steve Harvey, she posted haha on the United Healthcare Facebook post. Okay? That's your aunt, dog. Go check in with her. Stop fantasizing about fucking card-carrying socialists that want death upon everybody, okay? Unless you think your aunt is picked up a copy of Mao's Red Book or some shit. She turned down the volume on Andy Griffith to pose the crying, laugh, and react, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna be so real with you. This is like way beyond. This shit is way beyond the normal lefties want blood attitude. I'm not kidding. I'm not fucking joking. If we ran a poll right now, straight up, if we ran a poll in America, if any polling company was brave enough to run a poll right now, anonymous, how many people think the killer should go free? You would be shocked by the results. Okay? You would be shocked. Straight up. If any polling company has the balls, they should run this fucking poll. The last time I was ever shocked in the United States of America was when they burned that fucking police precinct down. Okay? After George Floyd. And then they polled Americans on it, and it was like 80% was like, we know why they did it. That is the last time I've ever been like, damn, things are different. This was a funny ass tweet I saw. My husband hasn't posted anything on the internet in years. He didn't even post the photos of our wedding, and he posted this. I think the hatred that people have for, healthcare CEOs, the hatred people have for CEOs aside, and they hate CEOs, I think. But the hatred that they specifically have for healthcare CEOs, like, dude, oh my God. Oh my Lord. Things are interesting. You can't deny it. It's a shame the only political party interested in capitalizing on the rage Americans feel that this unjust society is the one who wants to direct it at immigrants and trans people. Democrats instead are like, it's disgraceful of you to be mad at our friends for killing you. Yeah, it's true. It's straight up. That was my first interpretation of all the ways in which people analyze this unconscionable act of violence. Chat, let me just say, I want to stress this importance, okay? I do not, what's the word? I don't want to fuck it up. I do not condone the assassination of insurance CEOs, healthcare CEOs. I do not condone it. I condemn it. Okay? I condemn. Just want to get it out of the way, Just want to fucking say it off the rip. I don't want anybody clipping anything else and fucking running around. Maybe 6 years later, I'm at a debate stage and someone comes up and is like, at a time when there's a lot of political violence, don't you feel responsible for healthcare insurance executives getting assassinated? I don't want none of that. Okay? Yeah, little bro will put the condemnation in the bag. Okay? I will. Kind of lame. Sorry. But having said that, having gotten my condemnations out of the way, my very serious, my very sincere condemnations out of the way, it is very interesting. It is very interesting. I would never say it, but what I'm seeing other people say, oh my God, okay? Not me. I would never say it. You can't even catch me thinking it. But what I have seen from others is that Medicare for on the ballot, 100% of the votes. Okay, full table sweep. I'm not saying nothing, but it does seem like people are very mad about the healthcare situation in this country. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it, but many people are. You feel me? So let's talk about this. Claim denial rates by insurance companies. Now, United Healthcare happens to be at the tippy top right after Medica there, as you can see. All right. 32%. Now, the numbers, I was talking to my chat today. It's so lame that you and I now have to act like politicians because we are Twitch streamers. Incredible. Yeah, I mean, we don't have to act like politicians. Let's be real. I compared Israel to ISIS very publicly at the Oxford Union, and I got a fucking standing ovation. So I don't think maybe good politicians. So great deliberative body. Think about that, bro. I went to the Oxford Union. Oxford Union has hosted Yasser Arafat, Madeleine Albright, Winston fucking Churchill, and now Hassan Piker, who sat up there on that fucking podium and said, saying Israel represents Judaism is like saying ISIS represents true Islam. That's crazy. What a time to be alive. So Did you pick a bottle of mayonnaise? No, this is Bear Bell's milkshake. I've never had this in America, but this is the it's pretty good. It's got 24 grams of protein.